Did you know that sometimes wigs are dyed with a textile dye, sometimes referred to as factory hair color or manufacturer hair dye? It's not the same as regular hair dye, and there are consequences to using that type of dye. If you want to know more about this, because it could impact you if you ever buy a human hair wig, then stick around. I'll tell you all about it and my thoughts. Friends, during this video, I neglected to mention that not all wigs are colored with factory or textile dye. I don't want you to get the impression that this happens on every wig. It happens on some. That's why you should ask questions. Now on to the video. Hi, my name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. I have suffered from hair loss for over 25 years. I have worn wigs for 5 years. I do a lot of videos on this topic, and I'm so glad that you're here. So let's talk about factory hair color or manufacturer hair dye or textile dye. Really, a lot of names refer to this. And it's more often found in wigs that come from the manufacturer, usually in China, but almost always overseas, and they've colored the piece. And they use what's called textile dye. Now, excuse me, there are definitely pros to using textile dye. One of the pros is that it doesn't fade or oxidize nearly as quickly as regular hair dye does. One of the things I don't think a lot of people realize with human hair wigs is that you may need to get the color refreshed periodically on your piece, depending on the color, depending on how you wear your hair. I tend to choose to wear synthetic wigs when I'm going to be outside a lot or I'm going to spend a lot of time in the sun, because the sun doesn't really impact the color on a synthetic wig. But on a human hair wig, that sun can cause the hair color to oxidize, to turn brassy, to fade, and be different than the color that it originally was. And so a pro of the textile dye process, that hair color will not do that as quickly. And so you can get a lot longer out of that piece, the hair color on that piece, than you might when regular hair dye is used. That can be a huge benefit. A negative or a con of using textile dye is it can be hard or even impossible to recolor. Most of the time, if a wig has been textile dyed, I believe then it's been, okay, so let's talk about the life cycle of the hair color on a wig. Most of the hair donated or collected or sold tends to be a darker color. The vast majority of hair comes from Asian countries. And the natural hair color is a dark brown to a soft black. And so, unfortunately, there isn't a lot of blonde donor hair or red donor hair. And so when you find those types of colors, a lot of the time they've taken the dark color, they've bleached it to a 613, which is basically stripping all the color out of the hair, and then they've colored over it. When textile dye has been used, it is nearly certain that you're not going to be able to re-lighten that hair. So if it comes in a color that's a little bit too dark for you, the odds are you're not going to be able to lighten it. There may be exceptions to this, but it's really critical that before you purchase a wig, you ask that retailer if you can lighten it. If this wig can be lightened, can the bleach knots be bleached? Can the wig be lightened? The retailer should know whether or not that can be done, and they'll tell you. In addition, it can be really challenging to darken a wig that has been colored with textile dye, and I have an example. I didn't grab it, but it doesn't matter. I've got pictures. I will put some pictures, side-by-side pictures up. So I got a budget-friendly piece from Emma Hair Piece, and I believe they use textile dye. Again, nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of value to wigs that have been colored with textile dye. And it wasn't the right color for me, so I sent the wig off to be colored by a wig colorist. I wanted some rooting added and I wanted some low lights. So I didn't want any lightening, I just wanted some darkening. She had to color it twice and use much darker colors than she would have typically to achieve the result that she was looking for because of the textile dye. Now, I have seen some people say that you cannot color a wig that has been textile dyed. I believe that if you find a person with experience, as long as you are only trying to darken it, add color to it, not lighten it, then I believe that you can color a wig that has been textile dyed. I believe that it's tricky. I believe that there are a lot of people who have no idea about this. And if you take your wig to a salon stylist who has no wig experience, that person may not be able to achieve the results that you're looking for because they don't know what they're up against when it comes to that manufacturer hair dye. Does that make sense? And I've heard this from many people. Some people don't want to touch a wig that's been textile dyed because it's too unpredictable. It's really hard to know what results you're going to get. And it's really expensive for these hairstylists to do this, and then maybe it doesn't work out. Or like in this case, she had to color it twice. She'd use double the product. So I just wanted to make this video really quickly to give you guys this insight. So the next time you're purchasing a human hair wig, if you think that there is any chance that you're going to want to recolor that wig at some point, I would ask the retailer. You can ask them if it's been textile dyed, or you can ask them if it can be lightened or darkened. I know many of them will know. If it's a brand new retailer, your results may vary, but somebody who's been doing this a long time, who has experience with this, will know. Somebody who provides customization services, like send-in customization services, they will know. So sometimes it can be beneficial to purchase from somebody who does customizations because they'll know those wigs intimately versus somebody who maybe doesn't color them themselves. Maybe all they do is cut them a little bit or whatever it might be, curate them. So in the future, if you're buying a human hair wig, it's just a good idea to find out, can you lighten it? Can you color it? I wouldn't shy away from textile dyes. On principle, some people are really against that, and I think the ones who are just don't understand the process and don't understand the benefit of it. I actually wear a lot of, brunettes and auburns and things like that, and so I would really appreciate a wig that isn't going to fade or oxidize super quickly. That would be beneficial to me because it's expensive to get these wigs recolored. So I think I appreciate the fact that there is a process that will prevent that. But for some people who really want to be able to customize their wigs, this might be a little bit of a problem, so you'll want to know about that up front. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have any expertise in this area, share it down in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. We're all learning. I'm not an infallible educator on this. I'm not an expert. I'm learning, and I do ask a lot of questions, and I ask trustworthy people. And then I want to pass that on to you, but I might not have all the details, so it's always helpful to know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you in my next video.
Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.